What's up, everyone? Kevin O here, up with Lydia Mock again at SMG Powerlifting, getting into some deadlifts. But first, I just wanted to kind of talk about my current goals at the moment. As most of you know, I'm training for the Reebok Record Breakers, November 5th, out in Dublin, California. And there's a couple big goals I have. I am going 242 with no wraps again, and it's going to be a real nice heat. It's going to be like me, Larry Williams, Pete Rubish, Jordan Wong, Joe Sullivan, and a bunch of other guys. So that's great because I love the head-to-head battles. The battle at Boss of Bosses 3 between me, Yuri Belkin and Dan Green was awesome. I love those. I mean, I remember Raw Unity 8 last year. It was like me versus Dan versus T. Cummins versus a couple of other guys. And it's like those head-to-head battles are just so much better than when you go by yourself. Like when I went to LA Fit Expo, there was head-to-head competition, but not really. I mean, there were other guys on the competition doing big numbers, but not really in my weight class to push me. So even though I broke the world record, it just wasn't the same as when you're going head-to-head with someone and really trying to beat them. I mean, just like at Boss of Bosses, me and Yuri, literally, it was coming down to the last deadlifts. I mean, he broke the world record on his opening attempt. Then I took it back on my second attempt. And then he took it back on his second attempt. And it was a pretty easy attempt. I'll give him that, obviously. So he definitely had a clear win. But if for some reason he had missed that second attempt, it's like I would still have the world record. So just that close head-to-head competition where you really just don't know if you're going to win, if you're going to lose. When it comes down to deadlifts, those are the great competitions that I live for personally. So I'm definitely looking forward to this head-to-head competition. I definitely have some big goals. Specifically, I really think finally, first of all, I'm going squat with no wraps, which I haven't done since probably my third powerlifting competition, like 2-3 years ago. So I'm excited about that. And I think I'm right around 800. So I'm definitely looking to go 800 squat. I just pulled 789 at my last competition on deadlift. So I definitely think I can go 800. So it'd be awesome to go 800 plus with a wrapless squat as well as deadlift. I would be the lightest person to do so raw. I think by far, I don't think anyone's done that under like 275. So that would be awesome. I definitely think I'll be pulling 500 plus. So looking to go 2100 plus, just short term. I have some much bigger goals long term, but there's really no reason to throw it out there. Not really, I don't know. It's just never been my style to just talk about it. I'd rather just do it. But definitely have some big goals. It's definitely going to be a great head-to-head competition, so I'm looking forward to it. Training hard. Getting into this workout, we're working primarily, I was trying to help Lydia out with just some block pulls, working on her sumo. Wanted to work her up to either an approximate like 1 rep max or somewhere around a 3 rep max. So the issue she was kind of having was just where her center of gravity was going. With sumo, it's very important to have it right, in the exact position you need. Otherwise, the tendency when the weight gets heavier is to just miss. Whereas if you have it right, you can literally go from missing to, anywhere from like a 3 to 5 rep max. I was originally going to work on blocks and go for 700 plus or just around 700 for max reps, which in the past I've done for 5 off of blocks, so I figured I'd be around 6 or 7 this time. But I ended up pulling from the floor. Something kind of told me to just pull from the floor today because my mobility's been better. The reason I've used blocks for the most part is just because it gave me a better range of motion to where it wasn't where my hips weren't too tight to do it well enough. And it's like I'm finally able to pull fairly efficiently sumo from the ground. So I've been trying to actually do that more lately. I ended up working up to 700 for max reps, which you can see here. The most I've actually done conventional, which I tend to be better at from the ground, is 5 reps. So as you can see, one of the main differences is I'm accelerating the bar through my knees way better than I have been. which is helping me with the lockout substantially. On the last rep, I still didn't lock my knees out quicker, so that was a little annoying, but it's getting much better. I do think I'm going to get to the point where my sumo is stronger than my conventional. It's not quite there yet, but I do think I'll get there. So just going to keep working hard at both. Now here's Lydia. This was her first go with 130 kilograms, 286. This was a PR for her. Her center of gravity was like a little off the first rep, so her foot ended up kind of slipping out. So I told her just kind of rotate slightly backwards just to have your hip in a better position and your center of gravity in a better position, and you'll get it. So she did. She smoked it the next time. Then here on the third set of it, I told her just go max reps. Just work on the position and feeling it out and just getting used to being there. So here it goes. Bam. Banged it out for 5. That was an all-time PR weight period for her for a rep, 1 rep max, let alone 5. So she obviously was happy. I thought that was awesome. Glad it could help and be of assistance in any way. After that, we just hit some belt squats. It's a great exercise. It actually works your quad a lot. First time I ever did these, I thought it was going to be more hips and hamstrings, but it's a great quad exercise. This was the first time she did them, so she was excited about them. After this, we did some glute ham raises, and then she actually gave me like a great post-workout stretching routine that helped my hips a lot. Maybe I'll tape that on Wednesday when we train, but yeah, that was it. It's a great workout. Both hit some 5-rep maxes, so I was definitely happy about that. Things are feeling great about 8 weeks out from the Reebok record breakers.
Push. Push, push, push.